When a woman's body gently brushes against yours, even for just a brief moment in the right kind of way, it is a powerful sign that she feels something for you. This is not by chance. It is one of those quiet truths many men miss without even knowing it. There are small hidden movements her body makes when she has already chosen you inside, long before she ever says anything out loud. I am going to guide you through 7 clear actions that show her interest without her needing to speak at all. The final one is so revealing that men who are truly aware notice it almost instantly. Once you understand this clearly, you will stop doubting yourself and replaying moments in your mind. There is a certain energy in the air when two people feel that early pull toward each other. Nothing obvious has happened yet. No kisses, no deep emotional talks, no dramatic confessions, just tension. Her hands might shift slightly, her eyes may look away, and then return to yours holding for just a second longer than normal. She flips her hair in a way that seems casual but somehow happens exactly when you're watching. You might tell yourself it is all in your imagination, but it is far more real than you think. Women do not always show attraction with words. They feel it first and explain it later. Their bodies speak through signals before their minds fully catch up. This comes from how the emotional parts of the brain work faster, more instinctive, and more honest than conscious thought. These reactions happen before logic steps in. That is the true nature attraction. Quiet, subtle, and powerful. A man who cannot read these cues misses chances again and again without knowing why. The man who can read them builds real connection, warmth, and depth because he moves with confidence, calm, and grounded masculine energy. He does not rush. He does not force anything. His presence alone creates safety. She often starts by making small changes to her clothes. She might play with her sleeves, touch the edge of her neckline, smooth the fabric around her waist, fix the hem of her skirt, or gently slide a bra strap back into place. When a woman feels drawn to you, she becomes more aware of how she looks, even if she already looks fine. These are not empty habits. They are small sparks of nervous excitement. Her body is quietly saying, "See me." Imagine the two of you talking normally. She did not need to fix anything, yet she keeps doing it. That is not an accident. That is attraction showing itself. Another strong signal is when she touches her neck or collarbone. This area is sensitive and exposed. When she runs her fingers along it, plays with a necklace, or lets her hand rest there briefly. It is rarely random. It shows trust mixed with attraction. Experts call this a display gesture. Her softer, more vulnerable side is coming forward because she feels safe and quietly drawn to you. Many men completely miss this sign, but once you learn to see it, your view of interactions changes. Then there is the way she uses her lips. If she gently bites them, slowly applies lip balm, presses them together with intention, or lightly touches them with her fingers while glancing in your direction, that is desire showing up. Across cultures, lips are deeply linked to intimacy. Her mind is preparing her body for closeness, even if she has not admitted it to herself yet. When you notice this, do not rush and do not overtalk. Just keep natural eye contact and stay relaxed. Next comes the movement of her legs. She crosses and uncrosses them, shifts her weight, rubs her thigh, changes how she is sitting, or taps her knee lightly. This is emotional energy trying to release itself. A woman who feels nothing stays still. A woman who feels drawn to you struggles to remain motionless. If this happens while she keeps eye contact, you are not just another person nearby, she is reacting to you. Then there is the classic sign, playing with her hair. She might twirl a strand, sweep it behind her ear, twist the ends, brush it over her shoulder, or adjust her hairstyle without any real reason. This is one of the most common yet honest signs of attraction. When feelings start to rise, she channels that inner energy into movement, and hair becomes a natural outlet. It is a soft, wordless way of saying, "I notice you." Another signal that has become more common in modern times involves her phone. She picks it up but does not really use it. She locks and unlocks the screen, flips it in her hand, sets it down, then picks it up again. This is not boredom. It is nervous energy. She is feeling something but does not want to show it too clearly. Your presence is creating emotion that she is trying to manage. Now we come to the strongest sign of all her hands. She fidgets with her fingers, taps her nails, twists a ring, plays with a bracelet, presses her palms together, or lightly brushes her fingertips. This is one of the clearest signs of emotional intensity. Her body is processing tension, positive tension, attraction-driven tension. Experienced men pay close attention to this because it is hard to fake. Physical space is another major clue. If she subtly angles her body toward you while you are talking, shifting her shoulders or hips in your direction, that is intentional. She is directing her whole presence toward you. When she reduces the distance between you without a reason, she is inviting you closer, leaning in, pulling her chair nearer, staying beside you even when others arrive. These are strong signals of interest. Another deep indicator is mirroring. When a woman feels connected, her body unconsciously matches yours. You touch your face, and moments later, she touches hers. You adjust your posture, and she follows. This is not copying. It is instinctive alignment. Her nervous system is syncing with yours. When this happens again and again, it means something real is forming. Finally, pay attention to her voice. When a woman is truly interested, her tone often softens. She may speak slower, lower her volume, or stretch certain words when talking to you. She might laugh more freely or respond more thoughtfully. This change is not deliberate. It is another way her body shows comfort and attraction. When you put all of this together, you stop guessing. You stop chasing signs that are not there and start recognizing the real ones that matter. You move with more confidence because you understand what is happening. You begin to trust your instincts instead of fighting them. This awareness changes the way you connect with women. You stop overthinking and start feeling the moment over time. This calm awareness makes you more attractive naturally. You do not need tricks or lines. Your grounded energy does the work for you. And when you finally see these signals clearly, you realize they were always there. You just needed to know how to look. Attraction becomes clearer, calmer, and more natural when you start to notice the small details. And once you truly see it, you will understand that it was never hidden. You simply needed to learn where to look. When a woman feels drawn toward a man, her voice often changes in subtle but meaningful ways. You may hear her tone lift just a little, sounding lighter, warmer, and more playful than before. At other times, she may lower her voice and slow her speech, creating a soft, intimate sound that feels meant only for you. This change never happens by accident. Her nervous system naturally adjusts her voice to feel more attractive, more welcoming, and more emotionally connected to the moment you are sharing together. Sometimes she may speak quietly enough that you have to lean in slightly to hear her clearly. That small movement she invites from you creates physical closeness without making it obvious. It is a smart and subtle way of pulling you closer without saying anything directly. Her body understands what it is doing long before her mind becomes aware of it. Attraction often starts in the body first, then slowly rises into conscious thought. Her laughter is another powerful signal that often goes unnoticed. Ask yourself honestly, does she laugh more freely with you than she does with other people around her? Does she laugh even when your comment was not meant to be funny? When a woman feels attraction, her laughter becomes brighter, more natural, and more frequent. It flows out of her easily and without effort. This is her nervous system showing approval, excitement, and genuine happiness in your presence. Polite laughter is controlled and brief, often forced to stay socially correct. True attraction creates a laugh that bursts out before she has time to stop it. That sound, that spontaneous release of joy shows her emotional openness. She is signaling that being around you lifts her mood and makes her feel good inside. Attraction reveals itself through the voice just as strongly as it does through physical movement. Eye contact is one of the strongest indicators of interest, yet many people misunderstand it. It is not simply about whether she looks at you or not. What matters most is how she looks at you and how long she allows that look to last. When she is interested, her gaze stays on you a second longer than normal. There is softness in her eyes, a quiet pull, and a sense of curiosity. She is not trying to hide. One of the most telling signs is the triangular glance. Her eyes move from your eyes down to your mouth and then back to your eyes again. That brief drop to your lips carries desire. In that moment, her mind is imagining closeness and intimacy without actively planning anything. This small movement is one of the most honest and raw sparks of attraction you can witness. It happens fast, but it speaks loudly. You may also notice her pupils widening slightly when she looks at you, especially in softer or dim lighting. This is not something she can control. Pupil dilation is a biological reaction linked to interest, excitement, and the release of dopamine in the brain. Her focus sharpens on the person who is emotionally stimulating her. If she is not interested, she will usually break eye contact quickly, glance away, or look past you entirely. But if she keeps searching for your eyes and reconnects after looking away, it means her attention keeps pulling her back to you. Her awareness circles you again and again, even when she tries to look elsewhere. That repeated return is not random. It shows emotional curiosity and attraction that refuses to fade. Pay close attention to how she interacts with the objects around her. If she is holding a cup, a bottle, a bracelet, or her phone and keeps turning it in her hands, flipping it, or tracing her fingers along its edges, this behavior matters. It is not boredom and it is not distraction. This is known as displacement energy. It is emotional tension created by attraction that needs an outlet. She is not uninterested. She is managing nervous energy. Her hands become a release point for feelings she is trying to keep under control. A woman who feels nothing will often put the object down or mentally drift away. A woman who feels pulled toward you stays present, but her hands quietly reveal the intensity of what she is feeling inside. There is also more to hair movement than the obvious hair flip many people talk about. Watch closely how she exposes her neck or the side of her face. When she slowly brushes her hair back, gently reveals her neck, or tucks strands behind her ear while slightly turning her head, she is exposing one of her most vulnerable areas. The neck has long been a signal of trust and openness throughout human history. Showing it intentionally or even without full awareness means she feels safe with you. This behavior is instinctive and deeply rooted in attraction. She is allowing access to a part of herself she normally protects. That small tilt of her head and that soft reveal act as a quiet invitation for your attention without words. Now observe her legs and feet when you are sitting together. These parts of the body often tell the truth because they operate far from conscious control. If her feet point toward you, even when her upper body is angled another way, it means her instincts are guiding her toward you. The body naturally points toward what it wants most. If she keeps uncrossing and recrossing her legs, shifting her knee closer to you, or if her top foot makes small movements in your direction, she is releasing tension caused by attraction. A woman who feels nothing remains still and closed. A woman who feels something struggles to remain still for long. Signals from the lower body are some of the most honest signs there are. Another strong indicator is her memory. When a woman truly cares, she remembers details you shared, sometimes even ones you forgot you mentioned. If she brings up your favorite drink, remembers something from your childhood, mentions a habit you casually spoke about, or recalls a goal you shared days or weeks earlier, she is showing emotional investment. This goes beyond normal conversation. This is selective memory driven by interest. Her mind is storing information about you because you matter to her. She sees you as someone important, someone worth remembering. She is creating space for you in her thoughts even when you are not around. Watch for moments when she laughs and then briefly looks away or hides part of her face. That quick flash of shyness tells you the attraction hit her strongly enough to overwhelm her control. She is trying to steady herself. Her nervous system is reacting to the intensity of what she feels. Her shoulders may pull in slightly, or she may cover her mouth or eyes for a moment. This is not rejection, and it is not discomfort. It is emotional overflow. She feels excited, open, and slightly exposed. She is not embarrassed by you. She is reacting to her own emotional surge. This kind of response happens only when attraction is real and powerful. Her body always speaks before her logic catches up. The signals she sends, the way she leans in, mirrors your movements, reveals her neck, widens her pupils, moves her hands, shifts her voice, points her feet, and remembers your words all form a clear pattern. This pattern is her physical truth. Men who ignore these signs often miss opportunities without realizing why. Men who learn to read them move through connection with confidence and clarity. Awareness becomes a real advantage. It sharpens your instincts, strengthens your presence, and helps you move through interactions with certainty instead of doubt. Learn to notice these cues carefully because they reveal everything she may never say out loud. Her body tells the complete story.